We've got our Saturday footage from week 1 of leg attacks to go over. I hope y'all are ready for that. There we go. Let's dive right in. What's up, James? What's up, Andrew? Got Nick calls me out for a fresh, dry round. That's going to suck. We have Danny and Bertram over there. Get to watch Bertram roll. Haven't had Bertram on the footage in a minute. Keep an eye on that one. And Andrew and Ronnie. Thank you for that, Ronnie. Uchimata attempt, giving up my back. But I fight this off just from hand grips. So not enough to get him off balance. But notice I immediately go 2-on-1 on the hand and try to shut down his ability to keep a closed grip. Because I know Nick will just pick me up, walk me to the camera, showboat, and then put me down. Something happened over here too. It looks like Ethan and James. James goes low single. Okay, that's what it was. What's up, Jordan? Oh. Hang tight, 1 second. Why isn't the music playing? Let me fix that. Something's funky. Why is that not showing up? Give me 1 second, because I can hear it, but you guys can't, and that makes for a boring stream. And I don't want to miss whatever savagery Bertram's about to do. There we go. I think you guys can hear it now. What's up, Nicholas? Front headlock on Nick. Quick spin to the back. And I lose everything? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. He had a Makikomi on me, and I have no one to blame but myself. That was really, really good. Who does a big kid takedown? Bertram? Just pinning Danny against the mat. I'm in some trouble here. Nick's got me in a bad spot, but I can turtle up. Ronnie, looks like you're working... You were trying to work a body lock pass, I think. Notice how Bertram really pummels in for those underhooks. Doesn't quite get it yet. Danny's doing a good job shutting him down, but... That's difficult. Nick throws me through the spin cycle here. Nick, I couldn't tell if you were trying to do the seated Katagatame stuff we've been playing around with, or if you were just looking for, you know, an anaconda. Either way, it sucked. This was very close to making me tap. Ooh, Danny with the big snap down. So Bertram on the wall, gets a single leg. Danny goes over the top. Bertram turtles and then stands back up. There's nothing like having Bertram walk towards you with the intention of putting you on the ground. I'll stand in front of any of you and deal with it just fine. When Bertram's walking at you, it's just extra scary. Try to reach through and go on a thigh pry on Nick, but that did not work. Oh, let's see. Oh man, okay. This is really nice. I love these walking setups. This is where This is like fertile ground for foot sweeping, and some really beautiful foot sweeps out of judo come from this, you know, stalking your opponent down like this, walking sideways. Let's see if we can catch the footwork. That's where Mike's going to step in. Does he just not let every pound of Mike landed on Danny? Yeah, I wish the footwork was a little bit more clear, but I think he sweeps with the right foot, like almost at the thigh. Like he hits him at the knee, it looks like. Upper body grips, he's got basically an underhook, almost like a double under, except Danny has a collar tie, so he's like underhook, tricep grip. He takes Danny's upper body this way, sweeps Danny's left leg that way, and bam. Very nice. God. Would not want to be on the receiving end of that. What's up with Ronnie and Andrew over here? Looks like y'all were just watching the show. Jordan getting strangulated ish. Maybe he escapes here. Oh, all right, goes over the top, caught Dylan with his ankles crossed. It's good. And a great takedown from Nick. What is the name of this move? I should know the name of that move. Either way, it worked and it looks pretty, and I hope you're proud of yourself. Talking about something else. Well, you looked up just in time for Mike to break Danny's rib cage. So Mike now playing a really tight game against Danny's guard, trying to smash those heels into his butt. Danny with a decent elevation. Mike comes over the top on a murderous guillotine. I love that switch. I think Mike could tell he probably wasn't getting the guillotine here. Like he didn't have the high hand that he needed. He looking to get his left hand pulled through onto this side. But when Danny reaches up over the head to shut it down, like that classic guillotine defense where you reach over the shoulder, try to pull your partner down, give yourself some breathing room. Mike takes full advantage of that and is able to put Danny on his back past the guard. Settling into north-south now. Oh man, Nick's guard is looking terrible. I was a little worried about that armbar. I mean, I kept my arms pretty safe, and I knew where you were going with it, but that was concerning. Here, just working some float passing. So riding up on the shin here, trying to get Nick's heel to his butt to keep the extension at bay. And then a little hip switch. Notice how I'm pummeling my shoelaces over top of Nick's ankle. Tried to extend the leg, it wouldn't work, so I just flick it to the side. Now I'm past the leg and I settle in. Try to go side triangle, but did not have the makings of it. What's up, Ben? Getting after it already, right off the bat. Gets behind Nick. Nick breaks the grips. And Noah with a cross Ashi entrance. Oh, working the back step, right. Danny showed that in class earlier. Looks like Mike's taking him through it. James, meanwhile, thrashing Ronnie here. versus himself. Dude, look at Ethan, looking for some leg entrances. So he doesn't quite have a leg entrance here. Here's what he needs. He doesn't have any inside leg position, right? Ignore where his knee is. There is no leg that is between Nick's leg. He can get there by continuing to turn through, but he'll have to get that right leg of his coming through the middle to really like be of any use to enter into any sort of Ashi Garami. But I like that he's getting comfortable with being up on his shoulders and spinning around and looking for things. If he gets the leg in from this side, he can work to a cross Ashi if he got Nick down to his butt. It's a neutral thrashing. Good, good. Oh, yeah, Andrew, yeah, you're totally right. Let's see how this transpires. It's a Haragoshi that I lost. So leg all the way to the outside. I felt so good about that while I hit it because I have this heavy whizzer. I'm screwing up by dropping my head a little too low, I think. But it's enough to get your hips turning. But I just could not get you all the way to the ground. Here I'm really worried about the triangle. Damn, dude. This looks even cooler on camera. What was that move he did? He like just circled up around me. Yeah, just a quick heist, like all the way circled around my back. That was slick, man. And now I'm so low in this. I'm in the risk of a rear triangle, or I'm in the risk of like a rear triangle by virtue of my head position and shoulder position, but I think I'm keeping my arms pretty safe here. There I could slip out and get back to it. That really was a fun scramble. Yeah, right. That's Bertram for you, man. Now we're looking for maybe an outside heel hook or down to a straight ankle now. Let's see this arm drag in a second. I felt really good about that arm drag too. The only thing I hated about it was that it took me too long to realize I had it. So this like hand-to-hand grip that we have, I'm like, why am I holding onto this grip? I'm almost around the arm already. So quick throw by, really grabbing the bicep here as I get the tight waist. And I'm finding that the more I chase down these arm drags, I think that grip on the arm and that tight elbow that you see me using with my right hand or my right arm is really, really important to slowing down the escape from here. Like I can't just let that go and then rely on the grip around the waist. I have to like clamp down, hold the waist, and then I can run it down like this. I get my hands gripped, and now walk you forward, kick that leg out as I lift you. Try to get you down. Right in behind the leg, so it's difficult to get your guard back. Meanwhile, Nicholas on Ethan's back. How'd you get there? Okay. Rolling Kimura entrance to that T Kimura position. Yeah, it's a tough one to get out of. Oh, Dylan and Ben. Okay. Ben, how were your rolls that day? Like, did you do this with everybody? Like, have them on your back and just work back escapes? Nick under the neck now. Ethan gets out from the hips, but Nick knows that he's got the strangle, so he can completely let that go if he wants. No real need to, but you may not always have a say in that if your partner gets out. But if you've got that locked up like Nick did, pretty much good to go. Gotcha. Cool. I love that, man. I wish people dealing with injuries would do that more often when they come to class. If they're up for it, you know. No impact on knee. It's something I've been wanting to work on. It's perfect, man. That's what I want to hear. Let's see, Mike and Noah. Noah looks like he's trying to finish this straight ankle, but Mike. I think Mike had, because we were talking about this. Mike is digging on a heel hook here, and I'm fairly confident this is the exchange where he gets it. Like Noah's working, and he thinks he has it, but he is racing between finishing a straight ankle versus finishing a heel hook. And if this is the exchange I'm thinking of, because I think Mike just lets it go there because he had him, but Noah wasn't really responding to it. If you are caught in a heel hook and you have a straight ankle, you're probably going to lose. I don't know anybody who would give up a dead to rights heel hook if they were in a straight ankle. Like it's just going to be a more catastrophic failure for you. So keep that in mind if you end up in a shootout and you think you got the guy with a straight ankle, but all of a sudden your heel's captured. That's not a gamble I'm willing to take. So Nick with a big sweep here. Very nice, pretty classic. Just a hook sweep or sumigeshi. Oh, Noah looking for... Damn, why do you let that go? Ethan on the triangle threat. James just surfing on Ronnie now. There we go. Ronnie squares up. James gets back behind. Let's see. So James looks like trying to break Ronnie down with an... I can't tell if you've got the knee inserted on the left side or not. It looks like that's what you're doing. So knees underneath there. Ronnie's got her elbow based out in that direction. That's trying. Very trying. Did it for a few weeks after Mac. After James broke his knee stepping back away from me, running backwards away from me. Yeah, Ronnie is probably one of the most difficult training partners to break out a turtle. I have to use, like, with my usual tricks, like inserting the knee, like in here. Ronnie shuts down my power half Nelson, which I hate. I hate that you do that. I hate that you're so good at it. So I have to. I use other methods. Like I'll grab a leg and like try to, like I'll grab I think the far leg and then try to elevate the hips that way, and then sneak my near side hook in. Trying to think. I'll have to pay more attention next time I'm trying to attack Ronnie from Turtle. But yeah, it doesn't work the way I usually like. Mike on some trickery here, but I thought I just saw him. Okay, that must have been what it was. This is a cool exchange between Noah and Mike. So Noah goes to a calf slicer here in a second. Just about. So like to here, reaches up for it, but Mike grabs Noah's leg on the way down and gets a knee bar out of it. Oh, you know why? Because Noah weaves his left leg back through and then couldn't figure for it. Like, there's his foot popping out, so he couldn't figure for the leg and, like, keep it safe. So what looked like a calf slicer was really Noah getting caught in a knee bar. Yeah. Yeah, he and I have talked about it, especially in dealing with your defense of it. We, like, months and months and months ago, we talked about it. I can't remember what the details on his were, but it was, it's probably more effective against you than mine. I think it has to do with, like, his forearm placement or something. Push over with your toxic masculinity. Did Peters voluntarily take bottom position? He did. You forget. Double underhooks. Okay, Noah's trying to pummel that arm in. Yeah, man, it looks like he tries to go Uchimata, but like he doesn't have a lifting connection or like a headlock sort of grip that could get Nick's upper body off balance enough. Like maybe, I don't know, man. I think a better use of this leg would have been a deep inside trip here, like stepping through behind this leg, trying to take Nick backwards while hooking that leg with his right leg. May have been a better option because now back exposed, Nick just throws by. Either way, that's tough. Noah was kind of broken down there. Nice friendly takedown from Nick. Danny pushing me forward with a lot of pressure. Staying pretty upright, a little stiff. Mike looking for a tripod sweep or something from X-Guard. He and Caleb were talking about this after class. I want to see how this plays out. So he's going from this X-Guard to a single leg X or a Rimi Ashi, whatever you like to call it. Andrew and Nick joining the battle. Or, I'm sorry, Andrew and Bertram. So, sorry, Caleb handles this well. Pinning down Mike's shin, his left shin. Controlling to the right. Oh, he tries to pull him by like he did to Danny. That's what it was. Speaking of Danny, look at this beautiful takedown I hit that doesn't really do much for me. If this was judo, that would matter, but it's not. This is a Sasai. So I get Danny. I'm pulling Danny with my overhook here. Not normally a grip I take with this. I kind of don't have a choice with Danny on the shallow underhook. But as we go, I hit the pull. I perfectly catch his ankle here. Give him a little push with the upper body. He hits nice and flat on his back. I didn't realize Mike smashed him earlier. Otherwise, I would have smashed him harder. No, I'm kidding. But he does a really great job. He goes on to counter me here with a shoulder crunch sweep. And I got to work from bottom now. So beautiful takedown for nothing. Nick with the breakdancing his way through this armbar. Couldn't quite see the entrance. Nice though. Gets the arm extended. Oh, great takedown from Bertram. Yeah. It's nice to see Bertram doing all the stuff he teaches us. I love this. So this is Bertram has an over-under. He's got the overhook here, underhook on the other side. He takes a big step out in this direction and breaks down that leg, falling out sideways, and is able to put Andrew on his back through the fall. Pulls up into Keisa Katame. Looks like the boys are fine. Yeah, I can see that. I like the danger. I'm not going to say that this isn't like a dangerous takedown. Like every takedown, you could really screw yourself up. But like if Bertram wasn't going as lateral as he was, I think there'd be a greater cause for concern. Like if he was driving through you on this, like into your knee, against your knee, that could definitely be sketchy. I mean, I assume your knee's fine. You weren't limping around. But yeah, that's I think if he didn't get your upper body going out as well, like there could have been a bit of scariness to that. What might do here? Oh, this is the tripod. So off of this Arimi Ashi, kind of pressed down. Not really a good Arimi. Mike switches into reverse X guard. Caleb smiles because he knows. I like this variation. Mike with the straight ankle grip, the Achilles grip. Keeps the the cross Ashi leg up here. And then kind of slices the leg out from underneath Caleb as he gets the push. No, I know what you mean. There are takedowns people do to me where like one in particular where if you think about someone is kind of flanking you, you might be in a good position for an Uchimata, right? So like think of that. You got maybe your overhook, they have an underhook, you're thinking Uchimata, but all of a sudden they step in front of you and block you at your knee and throw your upper body forward, and you can't step. You're heavy on the near side leg, and your leg gets hyperextended. Like it's happened to me before where people hit that takedown. I'm just tripping over their leg, but my knee is unable to bend in the direction I want it to bend, and I can't pick my foot up, and all of a sudden my knee hurts for a couple days. But it's a perfectly viable takedown. It's like they hit an Uchimata on you without actually lifting their leg off the ground. They just kind of step it there. It's I guess you'd call it a Tayatoshi if you guys are familiar with that. But yeah, that one always freaks me out when people attempt that one on me. I will happily like throw myself into that move if I think you're gonna do it. Like you'll get a highlight reel takedown off of me if I feel that pressure on my leg. Danny and I in a leg lock battle here. Because he had me. He's going cross Ashi on me. I'm trying to pummel under that leg for the counter, which I think he knows. So he gets me turning. This was pretty slick of him. He gets me hiding the legs. He's broken my legs apart now, so I have to turn to hide my heel. And he knows if I keep turning, I'm going to expose my back. So it's almost like he's waiting for me to try to, dig through on his leg. He's like, all right, screw the legs. I'll just come up and try to pass your guard. Andrew taking it to Bertram, though. That's the other thing Bertram does really well that is, like, I've done it a couple times recently, like with some upper body only takedowns, like Greco style stuff. Bertram has really, really good ability to use his weight and make you fall with him. Like he stays up on you. He's disrupting Andrew's base here. He's got Andrew stepping all over the place, and he's just coming down, bringing you down to the mat with him. Right? He kind of did that on the last takedown as well. Once he makes a strong upper body connection to you, if he wants to take you down, he can just go down himself, and you're not getting out of it. I would love to weigh enough to do that to more people. But all of that is set up and successful with movement. I mean, like that was a great case there. Like Mike and Andrew went all over the mat in the lead up to that, and you know that may not have worked if Mike didn't have Andrew moving as much as he was. Andrew now on a leg attack. Bertram gets safe. Nice. That was I think Andrew's in an Garami Ashi here, it looks like. Mike gets the hips up and is getting the heel back. He's trying to get his left heel back and away. There, he pulls the knee out. Yeah, he's pretty much safe now. Andrew has to regard. Nick onto another armbar, possibly. Maybe a Kimura. Maybe a triangle now. Yeah, looks like a triangle finish. Damn, y'all are doing some cool stuff today. What are we looking at here? What do you want to see? Maybe the entrance. Bruh. This is really nice off bouncing. And you're gonna need every bit you can with Mike, right? Like, because he's laying on your your knee shield here. He's smashing the knee shield down. So you go to a cross shoulder post, shove Mike off balance, and your arm and your leg are working in unison. So you get this big reaction out of Mike, and your other leg coming into the party too to send in. Call it a reap. You're not really reaping his leg, but just the reaping action over the leg. Big turn on it. That was nice, man. Gotta try to make sure that this leg is hidden on that, though. That, or if you have the heel exposed, get that leg outside the body if the heel is exposed. If this leg is just kind of flapping in the wind out here, Mike could give you some trouble. Like, I see the foot poking through now, so like Mike could possibly try to attack it. Enough to make you think twice about the move you're working. Was that far enough back? I didn't see that entrance. That was really nice. Mike working from top half guard. Pretty much what I do when I have to deal with Caleb. Trying to stay mobile in the top half. Pummel that leg free. Similar arm drag to what I hit on Andrew. Just a little bit quicker this time. My head's already on the outside. I have 2-on-1. Why not just circle around? I don't know what Dylan and Ethan are doing. Nick on an anaconda over there on James. James gets back to turtle. Bin, looked like we escaped that one. I hope the stuff you and I talked about, Bin, makes sense. I want to make sure you've got, you know, 1 or 2 upper body based back escapes and 1 or 2 lower body based back escapes. Just keep in mind, you know, we talk about keeping in alignment with your partner when you're trying to strangle them. That means you can misalign your hips or you can misalign your shoulders, right? So you have options there. What are we bone snapping to? Pull into a Remy. Oh, Nick. Nick, you gonna let James do that to you? That was clean, James. Really nice. I love the switch too from you're in an Arimi Ashi here. Now you got the roll, so the leg has come out. Now you're basically an outside Ashi with heel exposure. Like that's exactly where we want to be. Like this would make Peters very happy. Like everything about this right now looks really solid. Caleb and Andrew. No, returns the favor. How did that happen? Did he arm drag me? Oh, no, he just... I was looking for the same arm drag, I think, and then he ran around before I could do it. Solid takedown. Backwards trip. He said, I basically just gave you my leg by stepping over, and he kind of did. But that's all right. You're right. You gotta be able to dig your way out of those mistakes. Lower body dressing leg. Yeah, dude, it'll click. It'll click faster than you realize. I really think you just have to be conscious of it. Like, just start looking for it, and you'll start seeing it everywhere. Just keep in, you know, like I said during our roll, keep in mind when you can do it, right? When you feel like your neck is safe, that's when you could start looking for your escapes. You're not addressing an immediate threat. I was gonna add something else to that. Your neck being safe can look like it could be either directly controlling their hands, like you have grips on their hands. Or it could be something like they switch to double underhooks for whatever reason. Maybe you have, you know, tried to take the strangle arm over the head and escape that way, and they rip their arm back. They realize they're losing control. They go double unders for more control. Well, that's a perfect time to start working lower body based escapes because you don't have to worry about the strangle if they have double underhooks. You may have to worry about other things if they transition out to like a katagatame or whatever. But you can start to get your hips free and start to improve your position. And when you get your hips free, keep in mind, depending on how they react, if they try to step over into mount, that's also a great time to enter into leg attacks too. So all that stuff will start to like fall out of this work you're doing on developing your back escapes. Felt like a G smashing a white belt friend. Oh, okay. Are you about to do something rad? Looks like you're about to do something rad. Caleb was also about to do something rad, which is why I paused it there. Gets the shoulder crunch, a little Urigatami action, that straight arm pressure. He's a little low. He's on the elbow, so I think he gets a sweep here. You're typically going to be better off up here by the shoulder on this, but whatever. He's got the arm extended. He's got the submission threat. Yeah. Oh. Jordan on a reverse triangle. You dirty boy. So, this is cool. I normally tell people, whenever somebody does this to your arm when they're in bottom side control, 90% of the time, you don't have to worry about it at all. Like, they're not going to manipulate your arm or anything. But there are a few people who will work the reverse triangle. And that happens here with a kind of a, we'll call it a reverse collar tie. Jordan's taking his left hand, putting it on the side of Ethan's head, and he's about to push Ethan's head down towards his legs and capture it with that arm. Oh, he's pressuring with the gable grip. Okay. Now Ethan's in some trouble. That one sets on fast. That was nice, Jordan. Good to know I have to look out for that against you. Speaking of back escapes, is this a good example of anything? Noah locks me in a body triangle. My shoulders are... So here I'm in some trouble, right? But he's got the strangle arm locked in. I go deep grip, grabbing the knuckles. And then now, this is where you can tell I feel safe, right? I've got a grip on the knuckles. I'll start to open up the neck. Once I have that, notice I'm immediately going to attack on the legs now. So there, I disrupt the triangle. He opens it up. As soon as the legs are open and I don't feel hooks in, I'm shifting my hips out. I never got the strangle arm off my neck, but I got enough of a bite on it to feel like I was safe enough to work on the escape. Now I'm in a triangle threat. Over. Jordan with a knee pick attempt. Caleb also looking for the back, but now switching to Katagatame. That's looking promising. Looks like he's shoring up his grip here as best he can. Slide that knee through. Yeah, all right. He escaped the Katagatame too. I guess you disrupted his grip enough that he didn't feel confident on it. There's so much stuff. We're 45 minutes in. I'm like 4 rounds in. You guys need to stop doing so much cool stuff. Caleb working the shin pin now from side control. Careful hooking that leg, Andrew. All right, rides out the round. I think Caleb gets me down. Yeah. Do I get this on him? I don't think I do. I forgot what happened this round. Let's see the sweep one more time. Great underhook from Caleb. That screws up everything for me. I should have just tried to slide out in the way there. He hits a nice roll through. And almost gets caught in the heel hook. I think I get my own tripod sweep on him here. Andrew looking for the Darce on Peters. Is that Peters? Yeah. Is this was this organic or you guys going over something? Can't tell if you guys are talking through something or it They look tight, regardless. How's Caleb go down? Sorry, not paying attention. I don't even know how that worked. Kind of sneaking behind for like a back take. Oh, okay. Caleb tries to spin to get a leg entrance. That's what that was. That wasn't me doing that. Danny down here breaking Jordan's arm, or attempting to. Yeah. So Mix, me a comment why I went that way around the ground. Got it. Got it. What up, Espionage? How you doing, man? Caleb now finally progressing. Sean, what is your problem? I'm gonna issue you a demerit if you're late again. Send you to in-school suspension. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. So, super sucky position to be in here. Caleb does a great job smashing me and giving me a lot of problems to deal with all at once. Trying to dig out my right arm here, and he kept trying to push my left arm across to expose my back. So it's either defend my right arm with my left arm and give up my back, or not defend it and deal with an extended arm and, you know, the threats that come along with that. Americanas, Katagatames, what have you. Andrew in on a heel hook now. Yeah, I see you playing with a different grip there, Andrew. I noticed that immediately. It was makes me think. I feel like I've seen this before. I can't remember if this was like a way that people were doing this early on when like leg locks started to make their resurgence, or what. But like, yeah, the direct grip to the heel. Walk sounds lovely. Hope the weather was nice for you. It's been gorgeous here near Charlotte for the last couple days. Yeah, Caleb also was, I think, attempting smothers briefly here, which was also just making this absolutely miserable. Now I'm really screwed. I don't even have a leg trapped or anything like that. But I do enough to make him give up mount, so that's good. Anyone at Pans this week? We did not. No. Dude, I haven't even kept up with Pans. I don't know what's going on out there. Have there been some like banger matchups or what? I haven't even watched the NCAA finals. I saw that Gable Stevenson lost to Wyatt Hendrickson, I believe the guy's name was. I just saw the finish of that match, but I got a lot to catch up on. Dude, Andrew, I don't even want to hear it, man. That has been all the time I have trained with Peter. That is Peters. That's the one thing he is undeniably so much better at than me, is hiding his heel. I can't stand how good he is at it. Nick laying on some heavy shoulder pressure here. What about you, Espionage? Did you have any teammates out there? Gotta get him in while there's no threat of melting outdoors in a month or two. Amen, dude. James, Throwing up a flurry of action here from the back. So got the hook in, looking for the back take. See him tuck that leg in, hopefully. Keep that knee safe. Very nice. And doesn't even roll for the back like a chair sit style. But Noah ready on the block for the armbar. It's funny because I bet Noah's like, all right, well, he's not in the most advantageous spot for the chair sit back take, so he's probably going to try to armbar me. So he goes, let me block that. And then James is like, I'll just take your back now anyway. But Noah gets one leg free. I don't think Noah knows that James really likes to play from here on the crossbody ride, the banana split threat, all that stuff. Jimenez had a good run. Tynan and Ronaldo Sampson. All right. I'll have to check that one out. Thanar take gold and Mark take bronze. Only people at medal, but that's awesome, man. That's a great showing for the school. Yeah, I'll try to dig their matches up and watch them. I've got a lot to catch up on from MMA fights this weekend. I saw Cole sent me that Leon Edwards his match. I forgot the gentleman's name he was fighting against. That had an interesting guillotine finish. It was like a guillotine from like half guard. It was a strange kind of angle you don't see too frequently. But yeah, I'll have to see what happened in our actual sport in jiu-jitsu. Looks like Noah weathered the crossbody ride storm. Dinar beat Massa Bastos yesterday. Oh, wow, okay. Also one arm till right at the end. Yeah. That now that you mention it, I forgot about that. The MMA glove, like, I've never tried to train with one. Nice armbar, James. I've never trained with one during jiu-jitsu. Like, there's no point in me doing it. I don't compete MMA, but I've always been curious how that would affect, like, setting up rear naked strangles, guillotines, really any strangle, I guess. But when you have the ability to punch them, it probably makes exposing the neck a little bit more easy. Like, you have different ways to expose the neck instead of trying to dig a glove through. Only took you 3 tries. Yeah, Noah was keen on him until that last one. It's how it be, though, man. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I'll have to watch that one too. No, we don't. We've never done that at our school. I've played around with that in the past, but never. Not for a while. That'd be kind of fun. I always said once I got my black belt, I would try to start doing a bit more striking, just to like stay. I don't know, not even sharp because I'm not sharp at it, but just like have it in my back pocket. I just have not done that since getting my black belt. James here on the cross Ashi entrance. Switches over here. Briefly in like a Z-lock. Mercifully crosses the leg over. Yeah, Noah's just kind of a little too late on countering that leg. He knows he's got. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I like the thought that you could grab your own glove and like pull it up on a high wrist guillotine or something. I don't know how much that actually happens. I know grabbing your partner's glove happens, even though it shouldn't. Damn, James. Throwing the heat here. This is really solid. What I like about this so much is you have, like, you have the what looks like a threat going on, right? Like, this isn't comfortable. This is definitely a concern for like an on or an incoming Katagatame. There's also significant smother pressure here that could be applied, but you've got the arms up so high that as you leg pummel, Noah has no way of really shutting this down besides like some movement, you know, to get you off balance. But yeah, you're outside that arm now, so he really has to address the threat of the Katagatame, and now you're like hips up, kind of high tripod style passing, nice foot wedge. Very solid use of that single arm control with the head. We can just do it with one person war them, practice self-defense. Yeah, never a bad idea. It would definitely make things fun, mix it up a little bit. That's why you see the palm on palm short more frequently in MMA than you do in Nogi. The palm on palm short. I don't know if I follow. Yeah, dude, James and I have a good match here in a little bit. Oh, the short choke. I got you. Yeah, palm on. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that would be I guess a good adaptation if you can't. I mean, like, I go short choke whenever I've just like really spent a lot of time digging, and I finally get to like a possible strangle, and then it's like, screw it, I'm done, and I'll do a short choke. I imagine that makes sense for MMA. Danny barrels through Caleb here. Which is interesting because Caleb had the underhook. He just didn't get the hip height. Danny heisted up before Caleb could. I mean, this is kind of similar to how Caleb had me earlier. He got the underhook and was able to heist his hips up. Danny just gets his higher first. God, he's real lucky that Caleb didn't get his head square over him, because Danny would have been put right on his back. Danny was just faster on the draw there. Foot sweep. Yeah, what did it wasn't super clean, was it? It's like it was a Sasai, kind of, I think. Yeah, a little spin, a little trip. You're fine. 100%, Ben. That's why I don't get punched in the face. That conscious decision to like limit strikes to my head is the only reason I ever chose to do jiu-jitsu. I was like, I love MMA, I love combat sports. I want to do one, but I really don't want to get hit in the head over and over. So I guess I'll just do jiu-jitsu. And look at me now. I'm a world famous streamer. Ronnie with almost a Makikomi there, and at an odd angle. Got lounging. Probably Caleb. Talking here, just chilling. Also Nick. Nick looks like he's taking a rest round on top of Andrew. Got Mike on Jordan's back here. Jordan's done a good job getting himself a little misaligned though. Mike's gonna have to dig himself back out of this. You see Jordan now, Ben, like we were talking about, Jordan feels safe about his neck, so he's slipping the hips out. Now Mike transitions into mount. Should have done when you're younger. Oh, 100%, man. Like I'll train boxing and Muay Thai as long as I don't have to spar. Like that's really it. Like teach me how to punch, let me do pad work. That's fine with me. I don't need to do any I don't need to hit anybody. I don't want to get hit. Yeah, that Jordan. I still get hit in the head. Oh man, I wanted this Kimura really bad. I haven't done a Kimura like this in a while, and this was like my favorite way of doing it back at Blue Belt when I really started getting more familiar with these. I know it as a cross Kimura. So you set everything up, big step over, and the point of that step over is to utilize your legs. So I'm pushing with my legs this way to extract the arm. So I am attacking the Kimura not just with two arms against one, but with the force of my legs too. You think how I'm describing it, I'd be able to finish it, but Ronnie was not letting me extract the arm. You see me really try to yank it out there. Pressured into me, I can't really get a good extension. And my elbow's slipping. I'm like, all right, you win. And then she said some expletives to me, and we go on. Yeah, totally. Nick looking for a little arm manipulation here. I guess gets enough of it to make Andrew say tap. Yes, looks like a straight arm, just about. Big Upa from James to get Dylan off of him. But now Dylan possibly, he was looking for a triangle there, but he's got that heel pinned to his butt. As James attempts to work a body lock pass. There we go. So, Dylan, I don't know if you're in the chat. And if you're not, you should be. But this would be a good round to watch, Dylan, if you watch us back. Just to keep in mind the stuff Peters and I have talked to you about as far as making connection, you know, when you're dealing with a standing opponent, to keep your guard in play. Also, as a general rule, again, like this isn't hard fast by any stretch. Utilize outside Ashi when you have heel exposure. Otherwise, your back can be exposed, right? Your legs are outside. My leg is safe. I'm not really worried about pressuring towards you. If you get me off balance in this direction, I may have a problem. But I'm fairly confident I'm good enough here in our configuration that I don't have to worry about that. So now I just get my heel back, and I can start to get my way out of this, start looking to take the back. James just body surfing on Jordan here. Look at the grip on the head. Getting all the head wrinkles. What's up, Dylan? Yeah, Sean, if you're in reference to what I was talking about, yeah, that's where the danger comes in dealing with outside Ashi, or using it when you don't have the heel exposed. If you do, you're great. Like, go on and get the finish. Dylan, were you here when I was talking about all that? Just like right. Or was it? Damn it. There you go. Right here with both your legs on the outside and no heel exposed. I'm not really in any serious trouble, but you put yourself in a bad spot when that happens. See, I'm really pushing you in this direction to get you onto a side. I pummel my legs free, and now I'm past the guard. Well, go back and watch it. And we'll, bring it up to me in class. As always, we'll talk about it in class. Now, I'll show you why and how it's not the best idea and what you could do about it. You subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll put a video up there about it. Scan this QR code. James looking to attack an arm to get the back exposed. Jordan's no stranger to that strategy, but here we go. James switching it up in the wake of that dilemma. Got the shin pin on the arm. What are you looking for here, James? Maybe a mounted triangle? That's what I'm thinking. You also have straight arms if you could get this arm, up. And I'm wrong on all accounts. He switches down to the legs, goes cross Ashi. If you don't have the heel outside, is this? Yeah. Dig the heel out from Garami Ashi. When you get it, switch to outside. That's like the general rule of thumb. I'll teach people unaccustomed to outside heel hooks. What is this? So, oh, okay. So Jordan captures your ankle. That's when you say, "Cool story. Why don't I just spin the leg?" Do you backstep here? Okay, yeah, backstep. Cool. Very cool. That sucks because Jordan was probably like, "Thank God I captured his leg, so I'm safe." Oh, Jordan wrestling up though. Yeah, Jordan's big against fun. Pulling his knees to his chest, denying you the back. Very nice. Yeah, James, you were having a good day that day. Nice. Very nice switch. I wouldn't doubt it. James likes his cross Ashi entrances and back steps. Did we already have our round? What was that? That was 16 left. Did we already have our round, James? Did I miss it? I guess we were off to the side, maybe? I don't know. Oh well. You had a really great octopus guard escape on me. Oh, it was last. Oh, or maybe Sean St. Jordan was looking for it earlier on you. Okay, I don't know. But yeah, James, we keep rewinding to James being silly. Yeah, I feel like in the last, I don't know, I always say 3 to 6 months, James's cross Ashi entrances have been a real threat. Real threat. It all went downhill. Some crazy. Hey, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us, too. Sometimes you just got to go after it and get what you want, man. RIP my face. What happened to my face? Did you do something to my face? I know I have a scratch, but I didn't think it was from you. Or did you just make me kiss the mat really hard? Oh, yeah, dude. It wasn't even my face, dude. It was my entire skull. Like, there's no arm in this. I forgot about that. There's no arm in this. I just felt like I felt like a walnut in a nutcracker. Like the hinge of your knee was just like crushing my skull. Whenever that, like, that's not the first time I've been in that position, but like as that's happening to me, I'm always just afraid that like my skull is just going to crack like an eggshell, like Game of Thrones, the mountain shattering that guy's head. Spoiler alert. I don't care. It's been years. That's all I think about when that happens to me. Alright, so Andrew has to be careful here with that foot coming through. If the foot comes through, James has cross Ashi. There it is. That's a real sketchy spot to work from for that reason. So how did this off balancing happen? Well, it looks like James just gave a little kick. I think if Andrew, if your knee is on the ground here, that's where you're really in trouble. Like if your knee is off the ground and you're just kind of like shin pinning on his thigh, you're safe-ish. But was that Pedro Pascal? Holy shit, I think you're right. I didn't realize that was him. I feel like he's kind of aged since that role. Damn, you just blew my mind. Didn't even realize. Yeah, there was one before this. I thought that was just I didn't realize you guys were going live. I must have been talking about Game of Thrones. So an outside heel hook on that one. That was nice. That's why we drill that, man. Pulled in at the knee, got double inside leg position. Just breaking it down. Hell yeah. Ooh, switch it over to the outside. All right. The Z-lock. Noah looks for a triangle here on Jordan. Jordan's got good posture and his hand closed hand position on the inside, making it difficult for Noah to lock that up. A good first line defense on a triangle. Nice pass, Jordan. Whenever you know you can shut that triangle down, you're inches away from a pass. James running past Andrew's attempt on the leg entrance. Settling into side control here. A lot of heavy pressure on the head. Oh, Mike trying to break Ronnie down from Turtle here too. He's got this leg inserted here. And he just decides to roll through on it, which was pretty cool. I think that's kind of a usually used as an entrance to the truck position in 10th Planet, if you're familiar. Which I'm not especially. I think it's just a variation of like I mean, it's just an Ashi Garami. It's some maybe cross. It's like a reverse cross Ashi Garami, but really lends itself well to a calf slicer, as you can tell from here. Wait, one more time. Let's see that. Okay, so that's his front side leg. Gotcha. Okay. James with the standing guard break gets out. Oh, nice guard pass attempt, man. Good guard from Andrew there. That was a great switchback. Chasing it down. Andrew inverts. Damn, that was nice. Nice from both of you. Yeah, dude. Agreed. Love me an overtie snap. James almost had the Katagatame there. Bro, how many arms did you farm that day, man? Goodness. So, same thing, Andrew. Outside Ashi with no heal exposure, right? Another example of what can go wrong from here. Very similar to what happened with Dylan and I. Just about gets the Katagatame out of that. Oh, dude. I would love that. We should come up with like a grid system too. Like I could just overlay a grid and you could say, hey, in A2 something is going on. I mean, maybe we could have you guest commentate sometime. That would actually be pretty rad, dude. That's round. Damn, that was an active round. Shoot me a DM, and we'll figure something out. I'll have to remember how to like use Discord, but I can send you something. We can work that out. That'd be awesome. Yeah, just make fun of, the most obvious, thing about someone's body. We'll know. Like, scrotum head is going against me right now. Yeah. Well, you'll have to wear your pink shorts more, Jordan. Or your donut shorts. Right? You're the one with donut shorts, aren't you? Or no, maybe that was Ronnie. She had like a donut rash guard. You had like My Little Pony shorts or something. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, Sean. I think that'd be dope. We'll just have to get it in print big enough to read. I've just been doing this to Jordan a lot lately, and I don't know why. Like, just literally stepping on him, surfing on him. Here I start stepping on him. You're the only one I've been doing that to, man. I don't know why. It's just fun. Care Bears, that's what it is. All right, let's fast forward through this. Get something good going. All right, hey, there we go. James and Caleb. James immediately attacking Caleb's heel. Oh, they're pink. They're not salmon. That could be cool. Maybe get some of the people who are on here most frequently. Yeah, we'll have to get color coded anklets or something. James messed up somewhere and is now dealing with it. I really want the side triangle here on Jordan, but couldn't get to it. And he denied me the legs, too. What is Caleb trying to do? See you, Andrew. Take it easy, bud. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be teaching. Another example of me just stepping on Jordan. Yeah, Caleb's got to be careful here with this grip, because he can't kickstand out of this, right? But that grip could be powerful. I don't know. I guess it was pretty extended. Normally, James, I wouldn't begrudge you for using that, because you can get a good torque across somebody's like face and jaw with that grip. Over tie, snap, down to the mat. So trying to ride on the shin to work some float passing. Did not work. James just got me off balance. Made me have to reset. A lot of redirection to try to get around the guard, but good framing. And I was unable to advance. Mike moving to north-south. We're trying to. Noah's catching up with him. Ronnie working from top half guard. What's Mike doing here? So Mike has dug in on a Kimura, which is his calling card from north-south. Looks like he's trying to sit into the back take now. Oh yeah, it's coming. Right there. I get my hand across the face, but nowhere near enough leverage to shut that one down. That was very solid. And now for the triangle attempt, which I felt so good about. Mostly because I was shutting down your ability to get the leg over. I knew you immediately sat. Like as soon as the threat came in, you were like, all right, I'm sitting. I'm going to work my escape. I was like, do what I can to keep this leg from getting over the body. There, I'm blocking it out. Trying to tighten up my triangle at the same time. Really, there was just so much of you in the triangle that I couldn't make anything happen. Here, I'm trying to switch to a wrong way triangle, but I don't have the angle for it. And I know I'm pretty much losing everything at this point. Mike on a twister here. Noah's trying to stop it. Looks like they tap out. Let's see Mike's entrance. So Mike ends up sitting into this back attack. Kicks him over, goes to a high ball ride. Well, crossed ankles. I think Mike is picky about how he uses that term. We had a good discussion about that. I can't remember. But now, can he lock up the lockdown? There it is. Goes for the crossbody ride here. That's where you're in some trouble. Yeah, Yeah, that's the twister, right? Mike swims underneath that arm. Full spinal trouble at that point. I wanted you to tap. Absolutely, espionage. I totally agree. That's something I feel like a lot of the guys at our school do against me. Like, that is, I find so many of my triangles failing because they will not like overly dive into it, but just like keep their elbow back enough and shove their shoulder forward enough to stay like nice and broad for my tiny ass legs. You know, they're unable to lock it up at that point. That's why I really emphasize the cutting of the angle when you guys do your triangle. Like if you can cut to a 90-degree angle, it takes a lot of that out of the equation, but you often have to fight through the resistance of that arm as you're trying to do it. Twisted Seaster. I won't miss the strangle. You kidding me? I earned this. Onto the back. Honestly, I actually forgot it even happened. Onto the back. Crossing my ankles like a noob. Why would a black belt do that? Because it doesn't matter. They're nice and high. They're not down between the legs, so it's not a big deal. I think... maybe... I can't remember. I was going to say I might have gone short choke on this per our earlier discussion. Per my last email. But I don't remember. It might have just been a regular one. Mike could possibly do a dog bar here. I wonder if he would do that. Nah, he steps out, goes for the guard pass. What happened with Caleb and Ronnie? Caleb looking for a leg. Ronnie also. Caleb dives in on the outside heel hook here. I think Ronnie taps early on that one. Best way to learn is to have Jordan attack your crossed ankles like he did earlier. You'll learn sooner than later. And honestly, for real, like I kind of go back and forth on whether or not teaching that as a white belt rule is a good idea. Because like I just showed you, I cross my ankles when I'm on the back. I just know how to do it, or where to do it rather, in a way that is that keeps me safe. And if I do get caught in that straight ankle attack, I have ways of dealing with it that maybe should be taught instead of just telling people don't cross your ankles. But it's kind of one of those old jiu-jitsu traditions as a coach to be like, don't do this. Here's why, and then I'll tell you later how to deal with it. You know. But whatever. Again, bring it up to me in class. We'll talk about it, man. You have to let it break so you learn. That is it. That's actually in the waiver. You signed up to let your ankle break so you can learn the rules. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always appreciate it. Sean, good to see you, buddy. Espionage, you as well. Hit me up, man. We'll try to figure out how to get you on here and give some guest commentary one of these days. That would be sick. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Like if you're following, or no, like if you're lurking. Hit that follow button, right? Subscribe if you're liking. Use your Twitch Prime. Helps us out. Keeps the stream going. Subscribe at YouTube as well. Good night, Ronnie. Thank you, Dylan. Go back and watch some of the earlier footage from the stream. I think we went over some stuff for you too. And as always, bring it to class. Bring it up to me. We'll talk about whatever you want. May 10th, Naga. Y'all be getting ready for that one if you're going to compete. Should be seeing you guys at class working hard. Following Ethan's example. He's been showing up and putting in some really great work. Dylan as well. Doing great. So keep up the good work, guys. And yeah, I'll be teaching tomorrow. So come to class. Let's have a good show out. And we'll go over some more leg locking tips and get you guys squared away. In the meantime, take it easy, Sean. I'll see you later, buddy. Go trim your nails and do your laundry. Don't be stinky. And I'll see you guys back on the mats. Take it easy.